Let me go ahead and cue this first video up, and then we'll take it on the other side.
If you say the word crime, Republicans, there's nothing that's too much to go after crime in the big cities. Crime is the enemy. Throw it. If you say gun violence, which is probably the most deadly subset of crime, all of a sudden it's like, well, what are you going to do? It's just, as whatever the word is, that just changes everything.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be hard, but for Republicans, crime is something that's committed by Black Americans.
Yes, right.
Gun ownership and gun violence is something that is part of the culture of young white men, and so Republicans protect it. And that's just the reality.
I tell you what, when I heard him say that, it was, wow, somebody finally telling the truth. I want you guys to remember what happened in California, right? El Senor Reagan was right into gun laws, and not gun laws, but he wanted everybody to be able to carry guns and all that kind of stuff until I think it was the Black Panthers started walking with guns in California. And then what happens? They wanted gun control then. That's the only reason California got gun control. I hope folks remember that. Because whenever these people talk about guns and how much we got to do about guns and how we have to protect against guns and all of that, we always want to remind folks what happened, right? What happened then with in California. Anyhow, I did find the other video, but I'm not going to play it yet. I did do it again. Lee Grant says lots of them still soft on crime. Explain to me, Lee, what do you mean by a lot of Dems are soft on crime? I'd like to know what you mean by that. I don't know any Democrat that is soft on crime. What I know about Democrats is they want crime treated fairly. Let's give an example. Look at the trouble that we have had to go through just to get an indictment on Donald Trump. One of the biggest criminals got to the White House. Do you think if President Obama had several baby mamas, he would be in the White House? No. Do you think if Donald Trump, if President Obama had a college that was a fraud, claiming to be a college, not really a college, and gave away worthless certificates, do you not think they would have prosecuted him? Civilly, of course, but prosecuted him? Of course they would. If you created a water company and all these other things that failed dearly, don't you think President Obama would have been in jail? Bridge MCP has a new meme for the screen, and that meme says as follows. When you put them in the back of the cop car, hit their heads. Don't be too nice. Those were the sentiments from Donald Trump about people raising hell at his speeches, at his rallies, etc. But going back to what I said before, when you talk about soft on crime, my dear friend, you look at all of these other crimes committed not by just the average American citizen, but by Donald Trump, and he's still walking the streets. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.